Whoa, what's this? Someone's left their pre-workout here. It's called Jacked.
Oh, let's try it, I guess.
Sniff it.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Whoa.
I can't.
Eyes working.
Boom, guys, back again with another episode with us, the Review Bros, and it is good to be back. And we are starting it off with a little DMAA something or other. And that comes in the form of Jacked by Wicked Labz. A huge thanks to them for sending it down. You know, this tub says it contains 75 milligrams of DMAA. Let's see.
Does it, doesn't it? We'll tell you.
Stay tuned.
If you are new here, please do hit that subscribe button, tick the bell icon for all future reviews. We don't think you'll regret it. Let's get into it. It's
Taste and mixability.
time.
4 different flavours off of the Wicked Labz website. 4 nice sounding flavours, to be very fair to them. Comes in Caribbean Punch, Green Apple,
Sour Gummy and Rocket Pop. And we were just laughing because we thought every time you see Rocket Pop, you always assume it's going to be like 5 out of 5 taste. So it could go either way, really.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm quite happy with Rocket Pop. I might have chosen Sour Gummy over it. You know, they're there or thereabouts. Caribbean Punch probably would have been quite nice. And I've never been much of an apple fan. But again, because we've only got this one flavour, it's the only one we're going to be able to comment on. But at least you know you've got 4 choices out there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's got a little Jack 3D-esque type scoop. And it's 11 gram scoop, so I'm just going to make sure it looks like 11 grams.
Very obviously they're playing off of the Jack name, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is it 1 scoop?
Yeah. 1 scoop, 11 grams, 25 servings. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Smells nice.
Purple colour to it. Kind of style. Maybe a violet light. Smells quite nice.
We'll say our score out of 5 at the same time again. I do like that, I'll be honest.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
4.5. Yay!
And we obviously
4.5.
haven't used that. You've seen us just undo that container. That's very nice. I'll be honest with you, I was quite worried because I was scared because it looked quite weak.
Yeah, it does.
But it's
don't
actually
it?
quite a strong flavour to it.
Not quite as nice as the Dark Energy Rocket Pop, which I know a lot of you guys will know. But it is close to as nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4.5 out of 5.
Money time with Jacked from Wicked Labz. Now, this pre-workout is $38 off of the website. That equals £30.93 for you UK guys. So not a bad price product straight off the bat. You know, you normally see 40 quid pre-workouts these days, or $45, $50 pre-workout. So it's straight away not a bad price product for 25 servings as well. Now, price per serving, you may be asking, is $1.52 or £1.24. So it is actually a really nice score, which works out on our consistent price scale at a 3.5 out of 5. That is a really good price considering what's in it. So we're going to move into the
Label and effects section and see if that price is justified, which to be fair at that cheap price, hopefully it will be.
does it get you jacked?
Alright, let's move into a label of this bad boy pre-workout and see if it's see what it's all about, should I say. So it's 11 grams scoop, 25 servings per tub, and first up we have citrulline malate at 4 grams.
Yeah, that's a nice ingredient to have in all pre-workouts. This one is a little on the low side. Obviously, it's probably 2 to 1. It doesn't actually state that, so you will still be getting 3 grams of citrulline pure. So that's for pumps. blood flow, nitric oxide reduction and just getting the vessels dilated, really, giving you some swole pumps.
Nice. So it's a pretty foundation ingredient.
Yeah, it's not too low either. It'll do the job.
It's the lowest end of doing the job on dosing, right? That moves us into beta-alanine, another bit of a low dose, however should still be okay, 2.5 grams.
Yeah, we've seen a lot lower than that. I mean, 3.2 is the clinical, so it's 0.7 now. It's not a lot out at all. That's going to be responsible for, that beta tingles, that kicking in feeling we like. Most people like it. There are some that don't. It's going to be responsible for lactic acid buffering as well, so it should help with endurance in the gym. Again, 2.5 isn't the worst we've seen.
Nice, so we'll have to let you know if we feel that or not on the tingles. Next up is agmatine sulfate at 1.1 grams.
Yeah, you normally see that at just a gram, so it's around the right sort of area. Responsible for pumps, blood flow. It also helps with pain, doesn't it?
Yeah, pain reduction, cognitive benefits. It's a good jack of all trades kind of ingredient. And the next ingredient will also play into part of that, which is L-tyrosine at 1.1 gram.
Again, we see this all ranging of the amount, and 1.1 isn't too bad at all. Responsible for cognitive improvements, so it's going to get you in the zone, get you focused. I'd say that's a respectable dose.
Yeah, definitely. Another focus ingredient, DMAE at 850 milligrams.
Yeah, that is crazy high. I can't off the top of my head recall something with that high level. We've seen close, but not, like I say, that high. Responsible for cognitive boosting abilities, getting you in the zone, getting your cognition right, getting your coordination right, getting focused. Good ingredient.
And in the zone jobby. And then phenylethylamine at 600 milligrams.
Again, a super high dose, responsible for more cognitive improvements, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, there's a bit of oxygen uptake benefits to this one as well. Mood elevation, antidepressant.
Yeah, we've always had good results with it as an ingredient. And this, again, like I say, is a high dose.
So far, a lot of focus-related ingredients. It's looking good. Next up is caffeine, just normal caffeine at 375 milligrams.
Solid dose, can't really go wrong with that. Yeah, that's a main stimulant in all pre-workouts that have got stimulants in them. It's going to really give you a kick up the bum, get you, energised for that gym session. So, yeah, that's a good dose.
And would you say it's about 2 energy drinks worth?
Yeah, 2 energy drinks. Well, probably maybe even coming on 3, about 3.5 cups of coffee. It's going to get you buzzing. Nice,
that's a good dose. Next up is your old friend 1 to 3 DMAA 75 milligrams.
Powerful stimulant. As you guys probably are aware, it is a banned ingredient. Nonetheless, a lot of people do love it. It's a stimulant with chemical compounds, chemical bonds, should we say, that are similar to those in sort of amphetamines and powerful drugs. It gives you that energy side though.
Nice, and it should get you that nice highness tunnel vision kind of effect. Next up is higmanine or hygenamine, however you pronounce it, at 100 milligrams.
Athletic performance, weight loss, and it does act like a stimulant as well. It raises the heart rate of the body, so it gets you warmed up, should I say, ready for the gym. With a high heart rate comes pumps, comes endurance. There's a lot of positive side effects to this ingredient.
Nice, it's just going to get you woke and alert and get you revved up. Next up is huperzine A at 400 micrograms.
Huge dose. This is an ingredient that was heavily used with Alzheimer's patients, and from that we can derive that it's for cognitive abilities. It is a learning chemical. Again, another focus orientated ingredient, so yeah, nice. Good to see, and a nice dose.
Nice boost of memory and coordination, all that good shit. Next up is alpha-yohimbine at 3 milligrams.
High dose. Now this is one that people either love or they hate. It's the Marmite of the pre-workout world. It is the powerful version of yohimbine. It's taking all the most powerful parts and really focusing them in. It's responsible for mood elevation, helps with dry mouth, so it does give you that dribbly effect in the gym. It's quite a funny one, really. As well as improved blood flow. It is actually something that's used in fertility, should we say, in terms of erectile dysfunction and the like. So for that we can derive blood flow, but that does help to the rest of the body as well.
So let's see how that all comes together. It is a very interesting label. Some is a bit underdosed, some is mega dosed. So yeah.
Do hope you enjoyed the training footage that come alongside it. It wasn't all of the footage. We know we had to squeeze it all in to get this label in. So yeah.
Did we get jacked? Find out here.
The bit you've been waiting for, that effects section. You know, does this live up to the label, especially that DMAA section? You know, here we are to tell you. We'll start from the very beginning, as we always do. So we let this kick in about a good half hour before we made our way down to the gym.
As the label suggests.
Beta-alanine. Felt that really nicely, I did personally.
Weirdly, yeah, I didn't feel it and Aaron did, but then again we did come to the conclusion that it's because I've still been using beta-alanine products the last 2 weeks. Aaron's gone cold turkey because he's been away. So I think that your average Joe would feel it, but a seasoned pre-workout user wouldn't.
Yeah, as you know, you get used to the beta-alanine, it, you know, starts to saturate in the bloodstream, so you do stop feeling that. I felt it though, I did feel it, so it's definitely in there.
Yeah,
I can tell you that much.
No
I felt
doubt
it quite
in that.
nicely. Then we had the energy / focus rush when we got to the gym. And I will say it does put you in the zone, it does put you in that tunnel vision, you know, and the energy is very good as well. You know, I felt like I could carry on in the gym.
It gets you in a productive mindset, just to get shit done really. You know, it's not a muck around pre-workout. It's probably not even a stim junkie pre-workout. You know, you don't... And actually, on that note, we didn't feel dribbly on the 3 grams of... 3
I did a
milligrams of-
little bit.
Very slightly. Not as much as the 3 grams that's in...
Three.
As in cocaine or
3
other
milligrams,
products. 3
yeah.
milligrams. So yeah, you do get a bit dribbly, but not as high as some other products with a similar dose.
I felt happy on the pre-workout. As Craig said, productive. Pumps were surprisingly good considering there is only the agmatine and the citrulline. The citrulline's at a reasonably low dose. The agmatine's at an okay dose. There's nothing in here really else for that. But pumps were good.
Yeah, but I think similar to Stimhead, it's one of those ones that gets you working really hard, high volume. The weather's a bit hot today. You know, loads of things come into pump. It's so hard to pinpoint. But we have to comment, pumps were good.
You know, the question we're going to be asked, do we feel like there's 75 milligrams of DMAA in here? Or do we feel like there's DMAA in here at all? It is very hard to answer that question. I've had pre-workouts with less DMAA that have had more kicks. So I'm going to say it, I don't think this is for stim junkies. I don't think the 75 milligrams of DMAA is as hard hitting as others, basically.
Yeah.
So whether it's in there to that level, whether it's just the scoops we got, you know, it's very hard to know. But I don't think it's for stim junkies to a degree.
No, it sits in between that stim junkie and daily use.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to
productivity.
use it every day simply because that might
Yeah.
well be in there. But again, I wouldn't say it's as strong as Leatherface, Irate Original, Jack 3D, Rocky. Not even a patch on Rocky because Rocky was a very powerful one. You know, they're just a few that we're noting quickly off the top of our head that will hit harder, but that perhaps had less DMAA, not the Rocky.
But for the price, was it $30 you said? 30 quid?
Yeah, it's 30. Well, it's like 24 quid on this
That's
offer
like
this September.
stupidly cheap. So I would say it's worth that. 100% worth that money.
I would too. I definitely would. You're asking what our scores are out of 5. We did come to a conclusional score out of 5, and that is a 4.25 out of 5. Simply because it does get you very focused, gives you a good amount of energy. Pumps were good. You know, it's an all-rounder, really.
Yeah.
It's an all-rounder at the 4.25 level.
Yeah, we said that it goes focus, energy, pumps. So that's how we've landed on that score. And there's no real negatives to this. No jitteriness, no excessive dribble, no like cold
Crashes.
sweats, no
I've not
crashing.
crashed.
Yeah, and I think that's because they've thrown so much focus in there that even after the stims have left you, you're still very much geared up mentally, so you don't crash.
I would argue that. No,
Contractions were good as well. I don't think we mentioned that.
No, they came in line nicely with that pump. So yeah, guys, can't argue with it being a good, solid pre-workout with perhaps not as stimmy as what it might suggest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 4.25 though. It's a very respectable score when you think about it, and for that price. I know we normally say price and taste aren't everything, but that price is a very good price for what we felt.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So,
the taste is a nice touch as
yeah.
well. Given how many stims and whatnot is in there, they've really done well.
4.25, guys.
Let's do this.
Final verdict on Jacked by Wicked Labs. You know, a big thanks to them for sending it down. We have mentioned, thank you guys for watching along. Now, what do we know? We're going to go through the scores on the doors from the start to the finish of the review. Now, taste was a
4.5 out of 5. It mixed perfectly and the taste was really nice. We can't complain really, and all the other flavours sound nice as well.
Yeah, definitely. This is Rocket Pop. So yeah, 4.5. Can't argue with that. That would go down very nicely. Moving into the price of the product. It's actually a very nicely priced product for what it says is in the label. You know, 25 servings. Do look back at that price segment. There is a September offer on at the moment that makes it even more worth the while of the price segment. Based on the full-time $38 price of this tub, it actually landed at a very respectable 3.5 out of 5. So it is good bang for your buck when you consider all things.
Good shit. We'll take that.
Effects, you may ask.
Which we gave a 4.25 out of 5 for the reasons mentioned.
Yeah.
Solid pre-workout. We're not 100% sure on the DMAA side. However, it is productive. We had a good session.
Yeah,
And
sits
for the price,
very,
it's good.
yeah, very much for the price. Sits very nicely in between a daily driver and a stim junkie.
Feeling wise.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's towards either really. It's just in that middle zone. We'd have to come up with a name for that middle zone at some point.
The sweet spot area.
Yeah, it's difficult to say. And that actually gives us a very nice overall score of 12.25 out of 15. So it's actually way up there. Bear in mind that the taste was its highest scorer. The effects were not far behind.
Yeah.
Use your own judgment, guys. We have tried to include as much as possible in every element to try and let you guys know what it is you're getting if you do decide to go ahead and buy it in this September offer or any other time.
And it's hitting all areas quite nicely, so it's not failing on price, taste or effects. One other funny thing that's worth mentioning that we should have probably mentioned before is that it says don't use this more than 3 times in 24 hours, which is quite hilarious because most pre say don't use it more than once in 24 hours, but this one allegedly you can use up to 3 times in a 24-hour period if you're crazy enough, but I still wouldn't recommend it.
No. All-rounded product. Well done to Wicked Labs is what I say.
Yeah, nice one.
Rounds off the Jacked.
Not 3D, 2D. And what have we got coming up next from the same people, Aaron?
Godlike.
Which is bullshit. The stack's gonna go.
So many pre's in this house.
Alright, it's just worth showing that off. Godlike is next. This one is a proprietary blend, unfortunately. However, we'll have to take it and let you know how good it is.
Exactly that. Guys, I want to just obviously say a big thank you for watching along. Please, please, please do subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know your thoughts and feelings on it. Are you going to buy it? Is it something you're looking to use? Do you want to use it in the future?
Yeah.
What else do you want us to get reviewed? You know, any questions, we really do try and come back to answer them.
We're also, it's worth noting as well, we're the only UK supplement review company, if you will, that actually do cover all American products, DMAA, DMHA, all over the world.
Worldwide, yeah.
Yeah, so you won't find another UK review channel that does that, so it's worth staying tuned if you want to look at more of the exotic supplements that are in this world.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say with the stacks behind us that we get things from all corners of the globe. And we keep them all very much consistent with our scales. We do the best we can, basically.
Yeah, and where we've used so much from different places at different amounts and whatnot, we feel like we've got a good understanding of what works and what doesn't, and we'd like to think you believe that
Hope
too.
that. As always, guys,
Stay
stimmed.